Arcnora discover. Question. Wonder. What if everything you know had already ended? What if the world as you remember it simply no longer exists? What if on that day, December 21st, 2012, the universe actually collapsed and no one noticed? Maybe you've felt something out of place. Maybe you've sensed that time isn't moving the way it used to, or that the world just hasn't felt real since then, and maybe you're right. For years, the world stared in fascination and fear at the ancient Mayan calendar. The fated date of December 21st, 2012 was believed to mark the end of the world. Movies were made, theories debated, and people feared cataclysms, earthquakes, tsunamis, solar flares, apocalyptic chaos. But when the day arrived, nothing happened. Or at least, that's what we were told. The truth may be even stranger. A growing number of thinkers, alternative physicists, and even former scientists believe that the universe as we knew it ended in 2012. But not in fire or ice. Instead, reality itself collapsed. The idea is that, in that moment, there was a seamless transition, as if our reality was reset, merged, or replaced with an almost identical copy, but a flawed one, parallel universe, a rebooted simulation, or a collective dream. Since then, millions of people have reported strange sensations, subtle shifts in human behavior, a strange acceleration of time, a recurring sense of déjà vu, or that they're stuck in a loop, and perhaps most bizarre of all, a phenomenon known as the Mandela Effect. Do you remember the Berenstain Bears? Or was it Berenstain Bears? Do you recall a movie where Sinbad played a genie named Shazam? Or did that never exist? Thousands, maybe millions of people share identical false memories. This mass distortion is known as the Mandela Effect, named after the widespread belief that Nelson Mandela died in the 1980s, even though he actually passed away in 2013. How can we explain shared memories of things that never happened? One chilling theory: we shifted timelines. Or worse, the simulation's code was rewritten. This connects to a broader theory gaining traction. Simulation theory. If our universe is actually a highly advanced simulation, something like The Matrix, then 2012 may have been the year of a global reboot, or even a catastrophic system error. The base reality may have ended, and we were uploaded into a near-perfect replica, but one with cracks in the code. Since then, coincidences have surged. Technology has evolved absurdly fast. Disinformation spreads like wildfire. Our very sense of reality feels fractured. How many times have you said, "Time is flying" lately? A perception has intensified dramatically since 2012. Scientists dismiss it as psychological, but some theorists say otherwise. Time itself has been reprogrammed. Clock no longer ticks the way it once did. The now is just an echo of something long gone. And here's where it gets weirder. Just months before December 2012, the Large Hadron Collider was pushing the boundaries of physics with energy levels never seen before. Some believe that during these experiments, something opened. A portal, a temporal rift, collision of universes, and since then, nothing has felt quite right. The world ended quietly. No fire, no flood, just transition. And now we live in a shadow of what was. A digital reflection. A glitch in the original code. Do you still believe everything is as it's always been? If you've ever felt like something changed after 2012? Like reality has been off ever since? Subscribe to Arcnora. Here, we ask the questions no one else dares to, and search for the answers we were never meant to find. If the universe truly ended in 2012, where are we now? What kind of reality did we slip into? According to some theories, we're stuck in a near-identical copy of our original universe, but one where subtle errors began to accumulate, like a glitchy backup of reality. Others believe we entered a kind of quantum purgatory, a liminal space between dimensions, where consciousness continues, but the rules have changed. Let's look at the patterns. Since 2012, technology has evolved at an almost impossible rate. Artificial intelligence, virtual realities, deepfakes, quantum computing. It feels like we've leapt decades ahead in just a few years. Is it true progress? Or the unfolding of a pre-programmed simulation, adjusting itself after a reboot. Socially and culturally, things began to fragment. Truth became relative. Opinions turned into identities. Reality, once firm, now feels fluid. We saw the rise of mass confusion, polarization, and post-truth logic. As if the laws that held our shared reality together began to break down. And what about physics? The deeper scientists dive, the stranger the universe appears. Quantum entanglement, multiverse theories, simulation hypothesis. Many physicists now admit what we experience as reality may not be real at all. Could it be that science is slowly catching up with what actually happened in 2012? Even stranger, there are whispers of time behaving differently. People report lost time, memory anomalies, days blurring together. The week feels like a day. A year passes in a flash. Are we experiencing compressed time? Or is our perception slipping because we no longer connected to the natural rhythm of a living universe? Let's revisit CERN. The Large Hadron Collider's mission was to discover the Higgs boson, also known as the God particle. Some theorists claim that in 2012, when the Higgs boson was finally confirmed, we inadvertently triggered a catastrophic chain reaction, one that destabilized the fabric of our original universe. And so, a cosmic failsafe activated, one that migrated our consciousness into a new, simulated construct, one stable enough to maintain order, but unstable enough to leak clues. And maybe those clues are all around us, in the Mandela Effect, in repeating numbers, in déjà vu, in the eerie synchronicities that seem too precise to be coincidence. Some even claim reality is getting lazier. Have you noticed how movies, fashion, and culture keep recycling the past, as if we were stuck in an endless loop of nostalgia, unable to generate anything truly new? It's like the simulation is running out of creative power. Maybe the system is simply conserving energy. If this is true, then what's next? Can we escape this artificial construct? Or was this shift permanent? Some believe that awareness is the first key. That once enough minds awaken to the possibility that reality was altered, we may begin to rewrite it, or return to the source. But here's the unsettling thought. Maybe we were never meant to know. Maybe the reason no one remembers the transition is because we weren't supposed to survive it. And everything since 2012? Just echoes, just code. So I'll ask you again. Have you felt it? That sensation deep down? That something is wrong with the world? That reality is off, the clock is broken, and we're drifting toward something unknown? You're not alone. Maybe, just maybe, this channel, this message, this moment, is part of the code trying to wake you up. Subscribe to Arcnora, because the truth is never where they tell you to look, and what ended in silence might one day return with a roar.